welcome to God's 5 Minutes with Pastor Ed Wilson. Reach him at gods5minutes@gmail.com. Now, here's Ed Wilson with God's 5 Minutes.
Hello, friends. Have you ever sat and thought of what the world would be like if everyone in it was a Christian, and every Christian in it lived the life the Bible teaches? Looking first at the changes this would make in human behavior, the vast amounts spent yearly by nations all around the world on military forces could be used for peaceful purposes, like highways and housing districts, remodeling prisons into playgrounds. The work of policemen in courtrooms would change overnight. How much better off we all would be had Adam and Eve not fallen into Satan's snare. Or if we think of how God might have prospered his world, well, the mind runs out. But that thought is the theme of the 67th Psalm, which contains such phrases as, "Thy saving health among all nations, then shall the earth yield her increase." Psalm 67:5 is where that last phrase is found. It reads, "Let the people praise thee, O God, let all the people praise thee. Then shall the earth yield her increase, and God, even our own God, shall bless us. God shall bless us, and all the ends of the earth shall fear him." The great theme of this short psalm is the participation of the Gentiles in the worship of Jehovah. The grand idea seems to nearly sweep the psalmist away in the magnificence of the concept. He is full of this powerful vision. It is as if he hardly knows how to contain or even fully express his joy. "Let the people praise thee, O God," he sings, and then as the beauty of it opens out in his imagination, he says, "Let all the people praise thee." What will the result of this universal faith and obedience be? Then shall the earth yield her increase. People who worry about climate change would do well to focus their efforts at remedying any of it there is to putting God first. He promised to send his rain on the just and the unjust. How more beneficent would surely the patterns of weather be if God were using it only to bless? Is it true that the activities of mankind have altered weather patterns? Well, probably only God knows for certain. If people would obey his commands instead of living wicked lives and trying to control Earth's climate only by what human intelligence can grasp of its causes, a loving God would teach us what we need to know about how to maintain his world and the creatures in it. Some have thought we may reach a point where the world's population will surpass the capacity the planet has to provide food for all. If we were all living for the one who feeds the young lions, before whom not so much as a sparrow falls unobserved, how surely would he both bless us with plenty and teach us to manage it. He who spent 7 years of plenty to Egypt, followed by 7 years of famine to Egypt, knows how to feed every hungry mouth. There are certain character traits that are essential to temporal prosperity. They include being diligent and hardworking, honest and charitable in dealings with one another, careful and saving in the way we store our shovels and grease our tractors. These kinds of behaviors are naturally developed in people who walk closely with God. Imagine a world with no graffiti on bridge abutments, no one destroying public restrooms just because they have a private opportunity to do so. Prosperity is a natural result of increased piety and intelligent behavior. Those who seek by government to solve all of mankind's troubles, who believe brilliant minds with the right authority in the right places can manage us better than we can ourselves, who by quarreling for social justice and seeking to redistribute wealth to promote universal peace will never realize these goals without the kindly benevolence working in people that only comes from the Christian experience. "Let the people praise thee. Let all the people praise thee," sang the prophet. The simple fact is, human unthankfulness is the greatest cause of earth's unfruitfulness. While the people are blessing God for his mercies, he is blessing us with his mercies. He wants to still do so today, and he wants to be our God, even if all the world should turn him down. Have you talked to him today?
You have been listening to God's 5 Minutes with Pastor Ed Wilson. Reach him by email at godsfiveminutes@gmail.com. Tune in next time to hear more encouraging thoughts from God's Word on God's 5 Minutes with Pastor Ed Wilson.